My sister posted on TikTok, ruining my brother's wedding for a viral trend. Watch this. The day before my wedding, I said nothing, just had security ban her from the venue. When she showed up in her prank outfit and got escorted out in front of her 50K followers who were waiting for part 2. I, 32 male, am still processing what happened at my wedding last weekend. My sister has been chasing internet fame for like 10 years now. Started with YouTube makeup tutorials in high school, moved to Instagram lifestyle content. Now she's all about TikTok. She's got around 50,000 followers doing prank videos. Mostly the annoying kind where she's pranking retail workers or doing stupid stuff in public and calling it comedy. We've never been super close, but we got along fine. She was invited to the wedding, obviously. She was even supposed to do a reading during the ceremony. My fiancé liked her well enough. Everything seemed normal. The night before the wedding, one of my groomsmen texts me, "Dude, check your sister's TikTok right now." I'm at the rehearsal dinner. Everything's going great. I almost don't look. Wish I hadn't. Her latest video posted a few hours earlier. Ruining my brother's wedding for a viral trend, part 1. She's talking directly to the camera explaining how her boring older brother is getting married and she has this absolutely legendary prank planned. Says she's going to object during the ceremony, maybe announce a fake pregnancy, really make it memorable. She's laughing the whole time. Thinks this is hilarious. The comments are exactly what you'd expect. Half the people are hyped. OMG, yes, and this is gonna be iconic, and can't wait for part 2. The other half are calling her out, saying it's disrespectful, but those are getting drowned out. I showed my fiancé. She stared at the phone for a solid minute. Is she serious? Looks like it. What are we gonna do? I'm gonna handle it. I excused myself from the rehearsal dinner and called the venue coordinator. Got her voicemail. Left a message saying there'd been a change to the guest list and I'd emailed details in the morning. Went back to dinner. Didn't tell my parents. Didn't want to ruin the night for them. They'd find out eventually, but not then. That night I sent the coordinator an email with my sister's photo and a link to her TikTok. Please add her to the banned list. She's made public threats to disrupt the ceremony. She should not be allowed entry under any circumstances. Got a reply first thing in the morning. Understood. We've dealt with this before. More common than you'd think. Security team has been briefed and has her photo. Don't worry about anything. Told my fiancé over breakfast. She was relieved. You think she'll actually show up? Yeah. She promised her followers part 2. She's gonna show up. My parents were at the venue early helping set things up. I didn't mention anything to them. Figured I'd let it play out and deal with the fallout after. The wedding was early evening. I got to the venue, got ready with my groomsmen, everything felt normal. Turned my phone off completely and gave it to my best man. Didn't want any distractions. Ceremony started on time. Everything was perfect. My soon-to-be wife looked incredible. I was focused on her, on our vows, on this moment we'd been planning for 2 years. About halfway through I heard some kind of commotion at the back of the venue. Raised voices. Couldn't tell what was happening and honestly, didn't care. I was getting married. Found out later from multiple people what actually went down. My sister showed up in a full white wedding dress. Not ivory, not cream. Bright white. Full-length gown, veil, bouquet, the works. She had her phone out filming as she walked up to the entrance, already live streaming to her followers. Security stopped her at the door. She gave them her name, all confident like she belonged there. They checked the list and called for backup. "Ma'am, you're not on the guest list. You're going to need to leave." "What? I'm the groom's sister. Obviously, I'm invited. You're specifically on our banned list. You need to leave the property immediately." That's when she started causing a scene. Yelling about how this was ridiculous. How could they not let her into her own brother's wedding? This was insane. She was family. One of the security guys recognized her from the TikTok video the coordinator had sent. "Ma'am, we're aware of your social media posts. You made threats to disrupt this wedding. You will not be entering this venue." She tried to push past them. They physically blocked her path. She started screaming that they were assaulting her, that this was illegal, that her family was inside. All of this was being live streamed. Her phone was pointed at the security guards while she's screaming and crying. The comments were rolling, some people finally realizing this maybe wasn't the funny prank content they signed up for, others still cheering her on. Security eventually told her she had two options: leave voluntarily, or they call the police for trespassing. She left, still filming, still crying, still in the white dress. Apparently sat in the parking lot for a while after still live streaming her mistreatment. I didn't know any of this was happening. We finished our ceremony, said our vows, kissed, walked back down the aisle as husband and wife. It was perfect. During the cocktail hour, my best man pulled me aside. Your sister tried to get in. Security handled it. She's gone. She actually came? Full wedding dress, veil and everything, was live streaming the whole thing. I just laughed. Couldn't help it. She really wore a wedding dress? Yup, security wasn't having it though. Escorted her off property. My parents know? Not yet, they've been inside the whole time. Okay, let's tell them after dinner. No point ruining the reception. The rest of the night was exactly what we wanted. A good food, good music, people we actually cared about celebrating with us. My parents found out eventually. Someone mentioned it to my mom, and she looked horrified. But by then, the night was basically over anyway. We left for our honeymoon the next morning. Turned off our phones and didn't check social media for a week. Best decision ever. Update 1. Got back from the honeymoon a few days ago, and apparently all hell broke loose while we were gone. So after security removed my sister from the venue, she didn't just go home. She sat in the parking lot live streaming for like 2 hours, crying about how she'd been banned from her own brother's wedding and how cruel and heartless I was, playing full victim. The live stream got several thousand viewers. Some people were sympathetic. Others were starting to connect the dots and call her out. She finally left when security came back out and threatened to call the cops for trespassing. The next day, while I'm literally on my honeymoon completely disconnected, she posted another TikTok. My brother banned me from his wedding. Here's what really happened. From what people told me, she completely rewrote the story. Made it sound like I'd always been jealous of her social media success. Said I banned her because I'm controlling and couldn't handle her having more followers than me. Claimed she was just planning to give a heartfelt toast or something, and I massively overreacted. Left out the part where she announced she was going to ruin the wedding. Left out the white dress. Left out the fact that she showed up after being explicitly banned. That video apparently got like 200,000 views, way more than her usual content. And the comments were split, half calling her out, half defending her, and calling me a controlling jerk. My parents tried to get her to take it down. She refused. Said she had a right to tell her story, and I'd humiliated her first. Then someone, no idea who, maybe a wedding guest, found her original video where she literally says she's planning to ruin the wedding. They posted it in the comments of her victim video. It spread fast. People started screenshotting and sharing it everywhere, calling her out for lying, for playing victim, for rewriting what happened. Her comment sections got absolutely destroyed. Every single video, people bringing it up, calling her entitled, narcissistic, disrespectful. She started losing followers, steadily. 50K dropped to 48K, then 46K, then lower. She tried damage control, posted another video claiming the original one was obviously a joke and satire, and people didn't understand her humor. Nobody was buying it. Then some commentary channel with like 500,000 followers did a whole video about her, breaking down what she did, showing all the receipts, calling her out for the white dress, the lying, everything. That video got over 1 million views. My sister's account got absolutely demolished. Comments on every video bringing up the wedding, people stitching her old content to mock her. Her follower count kept dropping. She went private for a bit, but that made it worse because people accused her of hiding. I'm getting all this information secondhand from my best man, who thought the whole thing was hilarious and kept sending me updates. Meanwhile, I'm on a beach with my wife drinking cocktails and not caring at all. My sister started texting me maybe halfway through the honeymoon. Started apologetic, "I'm sorry, can you please tell people it was a misunderstanding?" Didn't respond. Then got angry. "This is your fault. You banned me. You humiliated me." Still nothing. Then desperate, I'm losing followers every day. My engagement is dead. Please just post something saying we made up. Nope, my parents called asking me to help smooth things over because my sister was devastated. Told them she announced she was going to ruin my wedding. Showed up in a white dress after being uninvited, live streamed getting kicked out, then lied about what happened. I don't owe her anything. My mom tried the whole, but she's family thing. My dad tried she's young and made a mistake. She's 26, she's an adult. She knew what she was doing. If she didn't want to be banned from the wedding, she shouldn't have threatened to ruin it for TikTok views. Got home from the honeymoon and my sister had texted me probably 20 more times. Haven't responded to any of them. Been going through wedding photos and videos and they're perfect. No drama, no sister in white, no interruptions. Exactly what we paid for. Update 2. It's been like 3 weeks now, and somehow this is still ongoing. My sister's down to around 31K followers. Lost almost half. Her new videos get maybe a few hundred views when she used to pull several thousand easy. The algorithm completely killed her. She's been trying everything to rebuild. First, it was the apology tour. Made a video called I Was Wrong, a real apology, where she admitted she made mistakes and should have handled things better. Except it wasn't actually an apology, just a lot of sorry if people were offended, and didn't mean for it to come across that way, and thought people would see the joke. Comments ripped her apart. People pointing out she never apologized for threatening to ruin the wedding or for lying. Just sorry she got caught. Then she tried pivoting to inspirational content, videos about learning from your mistakes and growing as a person. Those flopped even harder. Her followers were there for chaos, not life lessons. She deleted the original, ruining my brother's wedding video, plus a bunch of others. But people had already saved and reposted everything. Deleting just made her look worse. Family stuff has gotten messy. My parents keep pushing me to reach out and make peace. They're worried about her mental health, her money situation. Apparently she was making decent income from sponsorships that all dried up, and family unity. I'm not budging. Not going to reward this behavior just because it backfired. My sister started showing up at family stuff unannounced. Sunday dinners at my parents' place. My grandma's birthday. A barbecue at my aunt's house. Every time I'm there, she tries to corner me. Can we please just talk? I said I was sorry. How long are you going to hold this against me? We have nothing to talk about. You're being ridiculous. It's been weeks. You tried to sabotage my wedding for content. I'm not just getting over that. I didn't though. Security stopped me. I didn't actually ruin anything. Because I stopped you, you still tried. This has happened at like 3 different gatherings. Each time she gets more frustrated. Each time I keep my answers short and walk away. The family is split. Some think I should forgive her because family is family. Others think she deserves what she got. Creates this weird tension at every event where people are picking sides. My aunt told me my sister called her crying, saying I'd destroyed her life and didn't know how to fix things. My aunt felt bad for her, but also pointed out she did it to herself. Then a few days ago, my sister made another TikTok. When your family cuts you off over a misunderstanding. Told her remaining followers that I'd completely cut her out of my life over a joke that went wrong and wouldn't let her explain. Made herself sound like the victim again. Cried on camera. Real tears this time. The comments were actually sympathetic. People who didn't know the full story felt bad. She was getting support, messages saying, you deserve better, and your brother sounds toxic. It was working. She was rebuilding sympathy. Until someone commented, wait, isn't this the girl who showed up to her brother's wedding in a white dress? And linked to the commentary video. Then people connected the dots again. Flooded her comments with stop lying and we know what you did and playing victim won't work. She deleted the video within hours. People had already recorded it though. She called me that night. First actual call, not just texts. I answered. What? Can you please just post something? Tell people we're good. This is killing me. We're not good. I'm not lying for you. You don't understand what this is doing to me. I can't get sponsors. No one will work with me. I'm broke. Should have thought about that before you told 50,000 people you were going to ruin my wedding. That was weeks ago. How long are you going to hold this over me? As long as it takes for you to actually understand what you did. I apologized. No, you made excuses and played victim. Not the same thing. She hung up. 10 minutes later, my mom called. Your sister is having a breakdown. You need to fix this. I'm not fixing anything. She made this mess. She's your sister. She made a mistake. Not a mistake. A choice. She chose to do this. What more do you want from her? I want her to leave me alone. Hung up. My wife was listening to all this. You okay? Yeah, just tired of it. They're not gonna drop it. I know, but that's their problem. Got a text from my dad this morning. Family dinner Sunday. Your sister won't be there. Please come. Need to talk. Haven't decided yet. Update 3. Went to the Sunday dinner. My wife convinced me to at least hear them out. It was me, my wife, my parents, and my older cousin who apparently got recruited as a neutral party. My mom started crying before we even finished sitting down, going on about how the family is falling apart and she never imagined her kids not speaking. My dad was more direct. You've made your point. She's suffered. Time to move on. Move on how? Pretend it didn't happen? No, but you could talk to her. Let her apologize face to face. She's had plenty of chances. She keeps playing victim instead. My cousin jumped in. Look, what she did was messed up, but she's clearly struggling. Lost her income, her following, her reputation. Isn't that enough? I'm not punishing her. I'm just not pretending everything's fine. She's family, though. So am I. And she tried to turn my wedding into content without caring how it affected me or my wife. My mom kept crying. She didn't think it through. She got caught up in the attention. She's not a bad person. Never said she was bad, but actions have consequences. We went in circles for a while. They wanted reconciliation. I wasn't interested. Eventually my dad got frustrated. So what, you're just cutting her out forever? I don't know. Maybe. If she ever takes real accountability instead of making excuses, maybe we can talk. But not now. She's your sister. Yeah, which is why it hurts more. She knew this was important and decided views were more important. My wife finally spoke up. Can I say something? Everyone looked at her. What your daughter did wasn't just disrespectful to him. It was disrespectful to me too. Our wedding. We planned it, paid for it, invited who we wanted, and she told thousands of strangers she was going to ruin it. Showed up in a wedding dress to follow through. That's not a prank. That's intentionally trying to hurt people for attention. And when she faced consequences, she lied. Twisted everything to make herself the victim. She spent weeks manipulating sympathy instead of actually reflecting. So no, I don't think she's suffered enough. She's suffered appropriately. When she's ready to really own what she did, not just apologize to make it go away, then maybe we talk about moving forward. Table went quiet. My cousin eventually said, "That's fair actually." My mom looked hurt but didn't argue. My dad just sighed. We ate dinner mostly in silence. Super awkward, but I wasn't backing down. After, my dad walked us to the car. I get it. I'm disappointed in what she did too. Just hate seeing the family like this. I hate it too, but I didn't cause it. He nodded. I know. Just don't close the door completely. She's young. Maybe she'll grow up. Maybe. That was a few days ago. Haven't heard from my sister since. But I heard through my cousin that she's been applying for regular jobs since the influencer thing isn't working anymore. My parents have backed off the reconciliation pressure. Think my wife's speech got through to them. My sister's TikTok is down to like 27K followers. Posts maybe once a week now. Beauty tutorials mostly. No pranks. No drama. Just desperate attempts to stay relevant. Someone commented on her recent video asking what happened with the wedding thing. She deleted it immediately. My wife asked me last night if I'd ever forgive her. Maybe. If she ever really apologizes. If she shows she understands why it was wrong beyond just, it didn't work out how I planned. But I'm not counting on it. What if she doesn't? Then I have one less source of drama in my life. I can live with that. We looked through our wedding album again. Perfect day. Perfect memories. Zero regrets about how I handled it. She made her choice when she hit record and told 50,000 people she was ruining my wedding. I made my choice when I emailed venue security. She wanted to go viral. She did. Just not the way she expected. People keep asking if I feel bad. Not really. I feel bad it came to this. I feel bad she valued internet clout over family. I feel bad my parents are caught in the middle. But do I feel bad for protecting my wedding and not pretending it didn't happen? No. She's an adult. She made adult choices. She gets adult consequences. If she wants to rebuild, she knows where I am. Ball's in her court. Until then, I'm just enjoying being married without worrying about my life becoming content. My wife ghosted me for 3 months after a fight. No explanation. Then I saw her Instagram. She was engaged to someone new. I said nothing, just sent her wedding invitation to her new fiancé with a note. Found this in my mail. Thought you should know she never officially ended things with me. When he called off the wedding a week before, I, 32 male, had a massive blowout fight with my wife 3 months ago. Started over something stupid. I forgot to take out the trash and escalated into her screaming that she needed space to think about our marriage. She packed a bag and left for her sister's place. That was April. It's July now. Haven't heard from her since. First week, I texted, called, left voicemails, nothing. Her sister said she needed time. Okay, time. Second week, getting concerned. Is she okay? Is this temporary? Her sister's getting annoyed with my calls now. She'll reach out when she's ready. By week 3, I'm in this weird limbo. Still married, but living alone. Paying all the bills solo. Her stuff's still here, but she's not. Asked her parents what's going on. Her dad literally hung up on me. Month 2 rolls around, starting to think maybe this is it, but she hasn't said anything. No divorce papers, no we're done text, just vanished like I'm some guy she ghosted after a bad Tinder date, not her husband of 3 years. Month 3, I'm doom scrolling Instagram late at night because I'm thriving, clearly. See a mutual friend's post. My wife, looking incredible. Champagne glass, big smile, and a massive diamond ring on her left hand. Not her wedding ring, a new one. Caption, so happy for you both, engaged, love wins. I clicked through to the comments. My wife's reply, thank you. Finally found my person. Your person? Your person? I'm still your husband, Linda. Wait, I'm not using real names. Let's call her. Whatever, doesn't matter. Point is, my wife is engaged to someone else while still married to me. Scrolled through the mutual friends' other posts, found the engagement photos. My wife and some dude I'd never seen before. Fancy restaurant, rose petals, the whole production. Posted 6 weeks ago. She'd been engaged for 6 weeks while I was sitting in our apartment wondering if I should file a missing person report. Found her fiancé's profile, public, tech bro type. Nice car in the photos. Definitely making more than my IT salary. Had a whole photo album titled My Future Wife. Wedding date in the bio, late August, that's like 6 weeks away. I sat there staring at my phone, trying to process. She ghosted me, got engaged, sent out save the dates, all without the minor detail of divorcing me first. Then my email notification dinged. Wedding invitation. From her. She'd put me on her mailing list. Had to be an accident. The envelope was addressed to our apartment. I opened it. Expensive cardstock, embossed lettering, probably cost a fortune. Very classy for a bigamist. Together with their families, wife and tech bro request the honor of your presence at their wedding. She'd invited me to her wedding while still married to me. I looked at this invitation for a long time. Looked at the engagement photos again. Looked at tech bro's profile talking about finally finding an honest woman who values real commitment. Oh, buddy, have I got news for you. Found a nice piece of paper. Wrote a note. Found this in my mail today. Thought you should know she's still married to me. Never filed for divorce, never told me she wanted one, just ghosted me 3 months ago and apparently moved on. Congrats on the engagement though. Might want to check if your fiancé is actually legally available before you say I do. Her current husband. Snapped a photo of our marriage certificate. Found his email through his company website. He had it right there in his LinkedIn bio. Sent it all over. Hit send. Made myself dinner. Watched some TV. Went to bed. Update 1. Woke up to my phone blowing up. Voicemail from my wife. First contact in 3 months. You absolute piece of, how dare you. I can't believe you're so pathetic and bitter and I should have left you years ago. She ran out of recording time. Felt good to hear her voice again. Really romantic. Text from her sister. Seriously? You're that vindictive? She's happy for the first time in years and you just have to ruin it? Me. She's still married to me. Sister. She was going to tell him. Me when? At the altar? No response. My phone kept buzzing. Her mom, her dad, More texts from her sister about what a terrible person I am. Then a call from an unknown local number. Answered it. Is this him? Male voice. Pissed but controlled. Is this the fiancé? Yeah. She said you guys were divorced. Nope. Still very married. Been trying to reach her for 3 months. She ghosted me after a fight. Found out about you from Instagram. Long silence. She told me it was finalized last year. She lied. She said you were abusive. That's why she doesn't want you knowing where she is. My blood went cold. I've never touched her. We had one fight about trash and she left. That's literally it. She's got this whole story about you controlling her money, isolating her from friends. Any proof of that? Police reports? Restraining orders? Anything? No. Right? Because it's fiction. Look, man, I'm not trying to blow up your life, but I'm still legally married to this woman. She didn't even mention divorce. He was quiet. Then, weddings in 6 weeks. I've already paid the venue deposit. Ouch. Hopefully they have a cancellation policy. He hung up. That afternoon, someone's pounding on the apartment door. Opened it. There she is, my wife. First time seeing her in 3 months. Still gorgeous. Absolutely furious. You son of a... Hey, nice to finally hear from you. How's your sister's place? Don't you dare act innocent right now. I'm not acting like anything. You disappeared for 3 months, got engaged to someone else, and forgot the tiny detail of divorcing me first. Just stating facts. I was going to divorce you? Really? When? You literally sent me a wedding invitation. That was a mistake. You weren't supposed to be on the... She stopped. On the mailing list? So you did know you were still married? Just didn't think I'd find out about the wedding? Her face was red. You called him. You ruined everything. I sent one email, told him the truth. That's it. He called off the wedding. Do you have any idea how much we spent on deposits? The venue alone was... Sounds expensive. Maybe should have gotten divorced first. I hate you. I hate you so much. Cool story. File for divorce. Should have done it months ago. Her expression changed, got softer. The voice she used to use when she wanted something. Please just call him back. Tell him you made it up. Tell him we are divorced and you're just confused. I actually laughed. Yeah, that's not happening. Please, I love him. This is real. This is my chance at actual happiness. You were married to me. Still are. Can't just pretend that didn't happen because you found someone with a bigger paycheck. Back to angry. This isn't over. You think you've won? This isn't over. Actually it is. File for divorce. Move on. But I'm not lying for you. She slammed the door so hard a picture fell off the wall. Got a text from Tech Bro that night. Thanks for the heads up. Asked her for the divorce papers. She says they're lost. Yeah, okay, we're done. Sent him a copy of our marriage certificate as a PDF, just to be thorough. Wow, still married. She really played me. Dodged a bullet. Thanks again. You're welcome, buddy. Update 2. The next few weeks were absolutely unhinged. First, her lawyer sent a demand letter. I owe her for the canceled wedding expenses because my malicious interference caused severe emotional distress and quantifiable financial harm. Called the lawyer myself. Your client is still married to me. She got engaged without divorcing me. She sent me a wedding invitation. I told her fiancé we're still married. Where's the malicious interference? Long pause. She didn't mention you were still married. Yeah, she does that. Leaves out inconvenient truths. I'll need to review this. Never heard from him again. But her family? Oh, they were just warming up. Her mom started calling from different numbers. Blocked one, another call comes in. Voicemails about how I destroyed her baby's life, and you'll get what's coming to you, and God sees what you've done. Her dad tried to get me evicted. Called my landlord claiming I was harassing his daughter and dangerous. Landlord called me confused as hell. So your father-in-law says you're harassing his daughter, but she doesn't live here? Hasn't lived here in 3 months. We're still married. She got engaged to someone else. I told the guy, now everyone's mad at me. This is above my pay grade. Just pay rent on time and we're good. Her sister was running a smear campaign. Suddenly mutual friends are asking me if it's true I was controlling and manipulative. If I really threatened her. If I isolated her from her family. I asked one friend, someone I've known for years, has she shown you any proof? Police reports? Anything? Well, no. But why would she lie about that? Because I told her fiancé we're still married and he called off the wedding. Now she's making me the villain. Oh, yeah, that makes more sense actually. Meanwhile, I filed for divorce myself. Why wait? Lawyer said it should be simple. No kids, married less than 4 years, no major shared assets. She contested everything. Wanted half the value of furniture I'd bought before we got married. Wanted me to pay her legal fees. Wanted alimony because she'd sacrificed career opportunities to support my dreams. My lawyer actually laughed. What career opportunities? She worked part-time retail the whole marriage. Yup. And you make what, 60K? You're not exactly rich. Nope. She's just being vindictive. Happens when people get caught. The mediation was a disaster. She showed up with her new lawyer. Not the wedding expense guy, someone new, and played the victim hard. I was trapped in this marriage. He made me feel worthless. I finally found the courage to leave, and now he's punishing me for finding happiness. Mediator looked at me. I pulled out my phone. Here's 3 months of call logs showing me trying to reach her. Texts to her sister asking if she's okay. The wedding invitation she sent me. The email I sent her fiancé proving we're still married. What did I do wrong? Mediator looked at her. Ma'am, you got engaged while still married? I thought he would just file for divorce himself. I was going to tell my fiancé eventually. Before or after the wedding, she didn't answer. We couldn't agree on anything. Had to go to court. But before court, the dirty tricks got really dirty. She filed for a restraining order, claimed I was stalking and threatening her, provided zero evidence because none existed. Judge read the petition. Ma'am, sending one email to inform someone of your marital status is not stalking. Denied. She looked shocked, like she actually thought that would work. Then came the really low blow. Anonymous complaint to my work. Employee misusing company resources for personal vendettas. Obviously her. Boss called me in. Got a weird complaint. Says you're harassing people using work computers. My wife and I are divorcing. She's mad I told her fiancé we're still married. This is retaliation. Figured. IT checked your stuff. You're clean. But if she keeps coming after your job, we're looping in legal. Understood. Sorry for the drama. Not your circus. Just keep it away from the office. Court day finally arrived. Judge looked tired before we even started. Her lawyer tried the abuse angle hard. Your Honor, my client fled this marriage due to severe emotional abuse. Evidence? The judge cut him off. Well, there aren't police reports, but medical records, therapy documentation, witnesses? No, but then we're not entertaining abuse allegations. This is a straightforward dissolution. What assets are disputed? Took 3 hours, but we settled. She got half the furniture. I kept the apartment and my car. No alimony. We each paid our own legal fees. Done. She glared at me the entire time like I'd personally victimized her. Outside the courthouse, she tried once more. Happy now? You destroyed my life. I sent one email. You got engaged while married. He would have understood. We could have worked it out. But you had to interfere. I had to tell the truth. You did this because you're jealous I found someone better than you. That stung a bit, not gonna lie, but I stayed calm. I did this because you sent me a wedding invitation. If you'd quietly filed for divorce, I would have signed and moved on. But you got sloppy. I will never forgive you for this. Don't need you to. We're divorced. Go live your life. Maybe try divorcing the next husband before you get engaged to someone else. She stormed off to her sister's car, flipped me off through the window, classy. Update 3. 4 months since the divorce finalized. Through mutual friends, got the full story of what happened after. Tech bro didn't just call off the wedding, he ended everything. Blocked her completely. Demanded she pay back her half of the wedding deposits, about 11 grand. She couldn't pay. He took her to small claims court. He won. She had to move back in with her parents, because without Tech bro's income, she couldn't afford her own place. The part-time retail gig wasn't cutting it. Her sister stopped talking to her. Apparently my ex kept trying to get her to testify that I was abusive. The sister refused and they had a huge falling out. Haven't spoken since. Her parents are still paying off the wedding debt. Heard her dad's pretty salty about that. His little princess's dream wedding cost him close to $30,000 in non-refundable deposits. Tech bro is dating someone new now. Saw it on social media. Posted something about honesty and trust being everything in a relationship. Subtle. My ex tried reaching out once. New number. Can we please talk about everything that happened? I think we both made mistakes. Didn't respond. Nothing to say. She made her choices. Some mutual friends came back around when the truth came out. Turns out, when you ask for proof of abuse and can't get any, people start questioning things. Weird how that works. My buddy from college told me she tried playing victim at a party. Said I sabotaged her happiness out of jealousy. Someone asked why I'd sabotage my own wife. She said we were already divorced. Same person later found the court records online. Public record. Divorce finalized 4 months ago, not last year like she claimed. Awkward. I'm not angry anymore. Hurt when she ghosted me? Yeah. Shocked about the engagement? Absolutely. But I'm past it now. I sent one email. That's all. Everything else was just consequences of her own lies. She wanted to erase me and start fresh with a richer guy. But you can't erase a marriage. Reality caught up with her. Could I have quietly filed for divorce and let her have her wedding? Maybe. But she sent me that invitation. That's when she crossed the line from having a bad marriage to actively disrespecting me and her fiancé. He deserved to know. I told him. End of story. I'm doing fine now. Dating someone new actually. Met through a friend. Taking it slow. She knows about the divorce drama, thinks my ex sounds exhausting. Fair assessment. Got a small raise at work. Boss appreciated that I kept the personal stuff from affecting my job. Still talk to my college buddy regularly. Having friends who ask questions, instead of believing drama, is valuable. Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if I just deleted that invitation. But then I remember the lies she told Tech Bro, the abuse allegations, the fake divorce story. She wasn't just moving on, she was rewriting history and casting me as the villain in a story that never happened. I wasn't gonna let that slide. The truth ruins plans sometimes. Costs money, blows up weddings, but it's still the truth. She gambled I'd never find out or wouldn't care. She lost, and honestly, I sleep fine, knowing I stopped someone from marrying a person who lied about something as basic as being legally single. She wanted a fresh start. She got one. Just not the one she planned.